So coming back to antagonistic pairs, children, in antagonistic pairs, as one muscle contracts, the other muscle relaxes or lengthens. The muscle that is contracting is called the agonist muscle, and the muscle which is relaxing is called the antagonist muscle. Okay, children. Now this concept will become more clear once we'll do some activity and experiment. So let's begin with our first activity. In our today's first activity, we are going to observe what happens to our muscles when we move our arms. Okay, children, we are going to observe what happens to our muscles when we move our arms. So children, you have to do this activity with me. Look at it very carefully. You have to see your right arm. Okay. So, wait, let me adjust. Now I'm going to hold my right upper arm in an upright position. Okay, children. I'm going to move my forearm. In which direction is my forearm moving? Can you observe? It's coming up and then it's going down. Can you see this hump-like structure form over here? Children, this hump-like structure is formed by my biceps muscle as I bring my forearm up. So, in order to relax this bicep muscles, I need to bring my forearm down and stretch my triceps muscle. Okay, children. Again, look at it very carefully. When my agonist muscle is contracting, that is my biceps muscle is contracting, my triceps muscle, that is antagonist muscle, is relaxing. Now, in order to relax my biceps muscle, that is my agonist muscle, I need to bring my forearm down and stretch my antagonist muscle. Okay, children? I hope this is clear now. Now, the one way to identify which muscle is agonist muscle is the one where you feel the agony, that is the pain. If you'll do this exercise for like 5 to 10 times, you'll start feeling pain over here. That means my biceps muscle is the agonist muscle and my triceps muscle at this moment is antagonist muscle. But the moment I bring my forearm down, this becomes my agonist muscle and this is my antagonist muscle. Okay, children.